Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, testing.
Okay, let's go. Just gonna leave it here. Okay.
All right. Sure.
Um, Thank you for your time for actually coming here. I
No
know
problem.
there's a lot of things that you have to do and a lot of coding that you do. You code?
I vibe
You
code.
vibe code.
Yeah. Yeah, but I
Yeah,
do code. Yeah.
yeah. Actually, I wanted to ask. The first question that I wanted to ask is
Yeah.
basically based off our curriculum currently. So
Yeah.
we are based to choose electives. And
Yes.
as you saw, the most of the cohorts there is interested in cyber.
Mm.
Né? I wanted to ask, like, what is one project basically a student that can build in like next 6 months or in a short period of time that would make someone from like the HR team of the
Sure.
Netscaper, they would like be nah, get me that guy,
This one.
get me that guy. Okay.
That's a very good question. So now I'm gonna speak mainly around cybersecurity, right? On what it is that they can do, a good project. Let me do that. Think about that.
Mm.
I think if you want to do a good project, anything around showing your expertise, I'm going to say this now because I say this quite a lot out there.
Mm.
Your expertise in building and honestly, building an agent,
Bit on an agent.
an AI agent, which can help streamline or increase the productivity of certain tasks within the cybersecurity analyst team.
Mm.
For example, if you can build something that can look through, then say different threat intelligence feeds. This is just a very small one. Threat intelligence feeds.
Okay.
Then if that AI agent be able to take that information and look through whatever environment that you have, possibly, then yeah, that's something. But there's so much. But anyways, I think the main thing is anything around AI agents.
AI
If
agents.
you really know how to utilize an agent, not a chatbot. I'm not saying use AI to build. And I'm not saying vibe code. No, that's not a project. I mean, actually give the agent tooling to do something efficient around cybersecurity or around software development as well.
That is
Yeah.
a very good idea, actually. Something that is it very important about the uniqueness, or it doesn't really matter as long as it works?
Yeah. I think the sad thing is that our social media also does a bad thing by trying to make people think that you must be a golden goose. You must be, must be one of a kind. Man, there's 8 billion people on the planet. What do you mean you wanna be one in 8 billion people? I'll say just do your very best to make sure it works. Put in quality. There's so much opportunity and demand out there. As long as you put in quality and your heart into it and you make people see it, go to LinkedIn, post it, let people see it. My guy, you are literally out of this world. That's all it takes. Some people have got brilliant brains, but they sit on their ideas and do nothing. Just do it.
Just Nike. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not promoting
Not
Nike.
at all.
Not at all.
Yeah, but there's something else that I found very interesting that Netscaper
Nedscaper.
actually started in Amsterdam in
Yes.
Netherlands, and then it moved in Joburg and then Cape Town only.
Sure.
So I wanted to ask, like, has that like international exposure like
Mhm.
ever changed the type of security challenges that you face
Sure.
in the region and all that?
Yeah. That's a brilliant question. Funny thing, Netscaper, the name Netscaper actually comes from a combination of nerd and scape. So nerd meaning Netherlands and scapes, the landscapes of Cape Town.
Wow, okay.
So Netscaper is actually a combination of the Netherlands and South
Okay.
Africa in its origin. So to your question, to say international challenges, yes, 100%, mainly because we get to see how people in a lot of our clients coming international come from Europe.
Yeah.
And Europe and Africa, they just do things completely different. And what you see is that a lot of the attackers, they really go for first world people.
First world, yeah.
Around people in
Yeah.
Europe and stuff like that compared to here in South Africa. So people in Europe are really I'm not trying to shame and make this obvious thing against, race. It's not a race
Yeah.
thing, but it's really an economical, an economic change of structure or development, because people in Europe have been in the game, so they'll put in a lot for their cybersecurity. However, in Africa, it changes a bit. Cybersecurity at some point it was only a compliance thing. We must have it because the government says you have it, but they really don't take their security serious. So I've seen this quite a lot between people in the first world in Africa. And unfortunately, I'd like to say this to a lot of Africans. I've said this in multiple podcasts to say that Africans need to take cybersecurity as it's not an optional anymore. It's your daily life, not just CEOs, everyone, even you, cybersecurity on your phone, on your emails, whatever it is, you need to really take that thing seriously.
Yo, so like, can you? I'm sorry to ask this because this one is kind of long, actually.
Sure.
Like, can you explain like what is it basically? Because somebody was like, I told them that I'm doing tech, and then I told them, and then they're like, oh, you're gonna do cybersecurity. I'm like, nah. so you're gonna hack me, bruh. That's the only thing they have in mind. They think that cybersecurity is just hacking, nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah.
Do you have like? Can you explain what cybersecurity is and what jobs you can actually do that correlates everything? Yeah, within.
To those who don't know, I can use cybersecurity. It's an industry. Cybersecurity is an industry, and within every industry, think of it as a company. In a company, there's people in finance, there's people in HR, there's people in all of those different departments. Same thing in cybersecurity. Cybersecurity, we have analysts, we have people in compliance, we've got engineers, we've got developers, we've got digital forensics, and we've got penetration testers.
Yeah.
It's a whole lot. Now, to start with the main question, I want you to start with this so that you understand that why there are so many different possibilities within the careers of cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is mainly about securing people, data, applications, making sure these things are safe on a digital world.
It's
like somebody who works in a security company. You see, the thing is, when you say that I work in security, like the security company is this SW.
Yeah.
The first thing you will think about, like, oh, you probably carry guns around.
Yeah.
But behind that person is people who are responders, people who accept calls from people. Hey, there's something here. There's people in that business who manage HR, the finances. It's a whole building, man. So cybersecurity is mainly about security, securing those. And the careers are broad, man.
They broad like that.
Yeah. So if you want to simplify it, there's blue team people, there's red team people, there's purple team. That's mainly on blue team is people who defend. Like we are defenders, right? If you use soccer terms, you're defenders. If you're red, you are strikers. Those are people who go forward and try to get the goal in or attain a goal. And then honestly, a purple team, they're kind of both. These are your middle fielders, I guess.
Yeah.
They're kind of both. They defend, but at the same time, they sometimes strike. So it's very broad. If you wanna go into cybersecurity, just choose your flavor. I think there's different flavors.
No, I didn't know that, honestly.
Yeah.
Me too, to be honest.
Sure.
I thought it was just hacking.
Yeah. No,
I'm not
I
gonna
know.
lie.
I know.
Oh man, I just want to get a deep dive into talent development.
Sure.
Yeah, because I feel like Microsoft is the things that they mention the most about Nedscaper is that their talent development,
sure,
like is focused on
100%
on the youth.
Sure.
It's pretty much like Chelsea, but they only get good people.
Okay.
But with that being said, now, what qualities do you look for in someone who's early in their career?
Sure.
And what their internships
Sure.
and the junior roles, like what qualities do I need to have to be able to like Nedscaper and HR be like,
100%.
nah, get me that guy.
Yeah.
I saw him in LinkedIn. Get
Sure,
him.
sure. I'm gonna give you two things. One, exposure. Expose yourself. Let people be known to people. And the best way right now is honestly LinkedIn. We preach this message. We've been preaching this message honestly for a long time, but you'd be surprised the number of people who don't do it. That's one, exposure. Two, I'm going to use this story each time a person asks me this. When you go to when I got my first job, I was coming from a Bachelor of Science of Nuclear Sciences. And then the interview, I knew nothing about cybersecurity. The guy was like, it was a friend of my friends, of my dad's, something like that. Like, hey, just go and try. So how the interview went, he said, okay, how are you? I'm fine. Started asking me general life. Okay, character. Okay, so you got a good character. Then he asked me, what subjects did you do at Vets? I did maths. Like, oh, how did you do? I did pretty well. I did pretty well, honestly. And they're like, oh, okay, that's nice. That's nice. After the end of that interview, he said, great. Can you start Monday? This was Thursday. I'm like, what the heck? I don't know anything about cybersecurity. And then he made me realize something, that if you really want to be great, it's not about your knowledge, but it is about your ability to solve problems. If you're a problem solver, if you're just a proactive person, and if you've got a great character. I've interviewed personally many people. I've gone through hundreds of CVs of people. But if your character is off, my guy, even if you've got if you are certified to your head, you've got you did a master's, you did an MBA. If your character is not on, forget about it. You know,
is it because because tech is basically like work together environment?
100%, man.
That the cause?
I 100%. I'll say it's because you need to work with people. And people in tech, usually, most of the time, you need to also be client facing. So if you can't work well with people, you know, you're going to bring toxic traits into a circle. And my circle, my team at Netscaper, I protect my team with my life. Anything toxic, get out of here. I do not do. I agree. Don't come here. So I don't mess with toxic traits at all. Anything toxic is totally removed, because you put people down when you're toxic. Yeah.
What do you consider toxic? Like
let me give you toxic traits that I've seen. If you're a gatekeeper, you're toxic.
Gatekeeper?
If you gatekeeping, meaning that you are unable to teach people. Like if we say, if you know that you're more well known and you've got some knowledge, and we ask you to teach people this, and your response is, no, they really can't learn this and whatnot. If that's your response, out of here. Another toxic trait is somebody who cannot take criticism. That's toxic. It can be learned. There are people who generally can't take criticism. That's fine. But people who back themselves out and say, the reason I'm doing this is because of this. In a sense, basically, that's narcissism. You don't take narcissists. That's also toxic. Those are the main two traits I would say is toxic in the environment. If you want to do good, don't do that. Be open to everybody. Be just a great guy. Be proactive. Be open to helping everybody, not overstretching your hand at the same time. And just be open to criticism. Be a team player.
Be a team player.
About the greater good of others. It's more of a moral thing for me and the principle. And then if you do that, that's how personally I excelled. Do you know how old I am?
No, but looking at you, you look young, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. For real, yeah?
The first person. But people usually guess me and they say, 28, 29.
Yeah, maybe.
I just turned 24.
Oh, yeah? It's actually my birthday today. I just turned 24. Yeah, today. Shout out. Yeah, thank you. Hey, yo, man. That's surprising. So how many years did it take you to even get... Okay, actually, I wanted to ask two. I have one more, actually. This one is just came through right now. Like, I wanted to ask, what does a day in the life of somebody who works in cybersecurity looks like? Tell me, you wake up in the morning, you stretch. How does the day go from there?
Sure. I'm going to give you the life of a cybersecurity analyst. I won't give you the one of a manager, because mine is Mine is simple. I wake up, I go into a meeting,
Then I go to
meetings,
sleep.
then I go to sleep. Then I have very little work for me to actually do, little time to do work. That's a manager. But anyway, here's a cybersecurity analyst. It depends on your shift, whether it's morning or afternoon or evening, whatnot. Most people, when I was an analyst, I woke up, dressed, eat. I tried to go to the gym. Gym was very important for me. And then you're on a laptop. You're on that laptop seated for almost 8 hours straight. You try to get a break here and there, but you are literally on the chair, eyes on the class. Because what you're waiting for is you're waiting for a hacker to try hacking into your clients. If you spot them, you try to stop them. And mind you, there's a hack. I think the latest stats is globally, there is 1,000 hacks that happen every 3 seconds.
3 seconds.
Yeah. So imagine now, this is the life of an analyst. They need to be literally on there, and then to just wait. Then you clock off, and then that's it,
Okay, wow. That sounds. I feel like you're making it sound simple though.
It's simple. The process is simple.
Yeah.
But the actual work is a bit difficult because if I get an incident now, what I have to do, I must first understand, okay, what is this incident? Because this is very technical stuff. We'll probably talk about, maybe it's phishing. Let's use something like that. Okay, it's an email. Okay, I need to understand what this email was for, go into the log, see who sent the email, see who else sent the email, see who received the email, see who opened the email, see who clicked on the link which was in the email, see who moved the email to another file, see who originally sent the email, see who forwarded the email to somebody else, and whoever was forwarded to, did you open the email? Did you click the link inside the email? And did you then forward? You see, that's just one incident, and they get on average 500 to 1,000, depending on the size. 500 to 1,000 incidents per day. That's the life of an analyst. It's really a lot of investigation, research. Google. You are Googling 80% of the time.
You and Google are friends.
Me and Google are friends.
Yeah.
Like, if you're a cybersecurity analyst, you need to go. Like developers. I don't know any developers who don't use Google. Or what's this tech exchange for coding. So that's the life, man. It's just a lot of research, investigation, coffee for some. If you're a coffee person, I don't do coffee, chai, maybe. Yeah, then that's how it goes.
Oh, it sounds nice, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it does. It does sound.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Sounds nice. I think it's just an experience thing. You need to experience it so that you understand what it is.
See, when it comes to me, I'm kind of interested in the cloud computing side of like the tech space, né? So what would you say? Like I heard, I don't Sino, yes, Miss Sino was talking about cloud security, if I'm not mistaken. So I wanted to ask, like, how important is cloud security becoming, and what cloud skills that I should learn for me, since I'm interested in cloud.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I'm kind of the thing that, okay, let me just explain myself.
Sure.
The cybersecurity thing,
Yeah.
the thing that scared me the most, I felt like I need to code every single day, So then I heard Sino talking about that you can use cloud security, you can use mobile dev, you can move all the stuff, and then implement them into cybersecurity. But back to the cloud skills.
Sure.
Like, what would make a graduate more valuable in the cybersecurity market?
Sharp. I want to remove this one perception to say, you're not coding every day when you're in cybersecurity. In fact, our very own analysts, if you ask any of them when was the last time you coded as a result for you doing a job, they'll say probably never in their entire career.
For real?
Yeah. You don't have to code, especially for cloud security, because everything's in the cloud. So going to your question to say, honestly, I don't know. It's not an option for you not to do cloud security because everything's in the cloud. It's for me, when somebody asks me that question, it's like, what? It's like you're asking me, do we need to drink water?
Yeah.
AWS, Azure, GCP, Alibaba or whatnot, whatever it is that you'll use. It's important because everything is there. Like everything, like not just in just cybersecurity, but like a whole infrastructure, like everything. Yes, there is a lot of people who have a lot of on-prem stuff, but that whole idea has shifted honestly in a while. And now going into this AI agentic era, AI of course does extremely well only if it's in the cloud, because all the compute power is in the cloud.
The high
So I'll
availability.
say start with fundamentals.
Just
The fundamentals. Start with Microsoft, and I say start with Microsoft because Microsoft is everywhere. Every operating system there is Microsoft. Microsoft is just everywhere. Then after that, go to AWS, and then maybe GCP. But start with Microsoft. For cloud security. You'll be gold.
Yo, man, I gotta say, this was very nice.
Yeah.
The way you articulate yourself,
Awesome.
dog.
Yeah.
I like the way you talk,
Awesome.
bro. You make a lot of sense.
Thanks,
Yo,
man.
bro.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dog. Like, you made things so easy for me to understand.
Sure.
Like, to be honest,
Sure.
man. So this is the last part of the. I just want to thank you for actually coming here.
100%, man.
Because you made me see things in a better way.
Yeah.
And hopefully the students will also be grateful for that.
Yeah, I appreciate
for
that.
actually taking your time. Your team have left, and they left you.
They left
and
me. Hey.
And I want to thank you that you wanted to have this interview as much as you can. I really thank you for that.
No stress,
And I just thank you, bro.
Yeah.
And I just wanna praise Nedscaper
Awesome.
for their win, the Microsoft Security Partner of the Year.
Yeah, thank
in
you.
2025.
100%, yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah, that's big.
I really hope that maybe some of our students will see you
100%.
in Netscaper.
Yeah. I was speaking to the CEO. She was like, "Hey, listen, I gotta go. Yeah. She was like, "You guys need to come by." So 100%. You will see me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir.
100%, man.
All
right. And so.
Oh man.
Yo.
Yo.
Yo. I was like,
Yo.